Hey, what up YouTube? CC here today, and we just got a game patch. And the big thing in the patch is what is called custom audibles within MUT. Now, if you don't know what custom audibles are, it's where you are allowed to set your audibles for the formations you like to run, right? Something that's not been in MUT, something that's been in regs, custom playbooks, etc., right? Now, what does it mean? That's a great question. What does custom audibles truly mean? As we see, I'm just loading it up after the update, right? What does it mean? That's an interesting question. Well, there's two things, right? One, you can set audibles on offense and audibles on defense, right? Both have their own sort of power. One of them, in my opinion, is a little more powerful, and I sort of think that I like it a bit better on defense, right? Now, the reason is because now I can set my audibles to come out and do whatever I want, right? I can come out in a cover 2, and I can have maybe a cover 6 cloud as an audible. Maybe I can have cover 4 as an audible. Things you just don't normally have, right? And offensively, obviously, you can set your audibles for the pass plays, run plays, whatever you want, right? So we're going to go through and we're going to show you how this works. And then I want to get into a deeper, slightly longer discussion of what's good and bad. Now, custom audibles obviously does change the skill gap within the game, but I truly feel it changes it in a way that not a lot of people are thinking. People are thinking, oh, great, now I can put halfback draw everywhere, which is great, right? But a better player is always going to be ready for what the offense is doing, right? When I come out on defense, I'm already trying to predict what you can do. If I know you have draw in that formation, or inside zone, or 0-1 trap, verticals, or PA post, or corner striker, whatever it may be, I'm always ready for what you're going to do, right? So I think that's where the skill gap comes, because a lot of people are now going to have to try to adjust to that, which is difficult. It's difficult. It's a difficult thing for a lot of people to do. However, on offense, what this does allow you to do then is to come out and, set audibles in a formation that probably had bad audibles. Now, there's a lot of formations in the game and a lot of playbooks that had really good audibles, right? And maybe there'd be like one play where like the audible, like you wish it had this play in your audibles. And now you could set that correctly. So that's an advantage, right? So it allows you to come out into different plays, right? So to get into audibles, you come in here, you hit LT for audibles, and I would say, I don't want cover 2 man anymore. I want buck slant is now an audible. Bam, right? So then you can come out and you can audible the buck slant. Super quick, super easy, right? That's an advantage. It's a definite advantage. But it's only an advantage if you set your audibles correctly. If you don't set your audibles correctly, it doesn't matter. Right? What you need to do is provide yourself with the ability to set your audibles to be the most diverse as possible after you come out of the huddle, right? So a very good example of something here, I would go, I think you actually have to come in here, audibles, and I would say, I don't want man, I want cover 4 drop, I don't want dogs all go, I want 3 double buzz, right? And so at this point, you'd have those as your audibles, right? And you only have to set them once per game per formation, but you can set them on the fly, which is also very good. So hopefully we'll get the ball on offense here in the solo, right? And see exactly how this works. So normally, let's say I would come out in Tampa 2. Then I see something, I say, oh, what? This 3 wide receiver set's a little heavier than what I thought before. Now I can be in cover 4, right? And which is going to help me defend the run a little bit better, right? So there's huge possibility here. But if you get someone who says, well, now as an audible, I don't want 3 double buzz, I want SS Mike Cross, which is a stupid play. No one's calling it, right? But please, you need to set your audibles correctly. Where this is going to come in handy for a lot of people is in formations on defense where you don't normally come out and cover 4. That's the key. right? Because people like cover 2, cover 4, bouncing back and forth. That's the key. That's when you're going to really do it. Now, offensively, let's go here and let's say, come on, game. Really? Back on defense, right? So 3-4 odd. Most people come out and cover 4 drop, and then they would have the ability to audible to cover 2 or cover 3 already. So we're not really gaining a huge advantage here. An example of a good audible to add for 3-4 odd would be pinch dog 2 or pinch dog 3. Something that is definitely just a little bit different. So you can still come out in your cover 4. You could audible to Tampa 2. You could audible to cover 3 Sky. And maybe now you have this. I would always still recommend, please leave a man audible somewhere in there. There's times when man works really well. And you guys should still have it in there just in case if you need it. Just in case, right? Now we're going to get the ball in offense, finally. And what a lot of people are going to do is they're going to set the audibles to their favorite plays, right? Which is great. But if you want to take advantage of custom audibles best, what you need to do is have custom audibles that really help with the run, right? Because I don't know what you're going to pass with anyway when you come out, right? So say a good example, I-Form Pro. The audibles are quick slants, inside zone, Texas. Like, that's crap, right? So let's say maybe now instead I could have fullback dive as an audible all of a sudden. Well, that's a pretty good new audible to have in there, right? So you can do all this stuff with audibles. The most overlooked part of audibles, in my opinion. Are you guys ready for this? Are you guys ready? This is a game changer. This is a game changer. Can we set it here? Audibles in goal line. PA power out. I don't want that. I want QB sneak. Halfback dive. I don't want that. I want toss. Audibles in goal line. I can sneak it. I can toss it. I can sting it. This formation in itself is the most important thing for custom audibles. 100% in my opinion. Because now you can go and you have everything at your disposal. And this, just this, is huge to me, right? Changing audibles for other formations is fine. You know, you're going to be able to do what you want, right? Let's say, you know, now in bunch ace, I wanted to, I don't want 4 verticals. I want pitch, right? Bam, that's great, right? So there's so much you can do with this. But you have to do it right. You have to do it right. If you do it wrong, it's going to hurt you, right? But for, like I said, for a good defensive player, you're already anticipating. Like, say someone comes out and bunch ace. You're already thinking, okay, it could be pitch. So you're really watching that. But it also could be 4 verts, or maybe it's the inside zone or an inside zone split. So defensively, you're already sort of aware of that. Offensively, it just gives you a couple more options that if maybe someone is pursuing overly to the right, you've got a run play to the left, or maybe that you have a fullback dive now where you didn't before, and the inside of the lane is open, so you could audible down to that, right? That's the advantage, 100%. I could really talk about this for like another hour, but I'm not going to. That'd be a super long video. So if you guys have any other questions on custom audibles or suggestions, please put them down in the comments below. I'll read them and I'll respond to everything I can. If we need to do another video, maybe one specifically for offense, one specifically for defense, we can do that as well. I know for Madden Turf, we're going to be updating our guides with custom audibles that we recommend to you guys. So we're going to take the guesswork out of it for you and set you up for success. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys later.